Pulling the lever. Hi. Where are we now? Got a bad feeling about this place. Are you one of those dwarven thingies? I'll take you for the money, I guess. That's blocked off. That's blocked off. Is this a puzzle? Oh, never mind. I love the fact that they've added their own music. It sounds so good. Takes the garlic, thank you. There's a honeycomb too. And more honeycomb.
Lull more. Skyrim outpost of Sofasill. Chronographer station number 4. Snowthroat monitor. Not working.
God damn it.
Disrepair. Things are going wrong in the top of the world, and we feel it at the bottom.
Oh.
Why? Boss Numenar wants to know. Talk to him at the center tower. If you'll excuse poor little me, I have a new body to find. Off I roll.
Right. Hi. I can't talk to you, but I've completed the quest though. That's good. We finally threw the mine. That didn't take long at all. Ha. Ha ha ha. Ha. There's a lot of you little critters, aren't there? Here's a good little horseshoe crab looking thing. Yes you are. Hi. Did you make these? I would love one for my house. You look amazing. The little planets flying around you. You're a god.
Touch anything and I take you apart.
Oh, you're certainly not friendly, are you? Guess we go here. Oh, this.
In my
be
youth,
bad.
I was a bit more accepting. I liked new things, and I was curious. I once broke into the Watchman headquarters dressed as one of them. Now I don't like new things. New things mean trouble. Trouble is dealt with accordingly.
Okay. So you caught me and then let me go because Sentry Nimmer. I meant to talk to you.
Normally, outsider, I'd throw you off the edge of Lull more. But you returned with Lavados. So I'll give you a chance.
Thanks.
As much as I'm wary of Lavados' schemes, we are a bit desperate down here.
What's wrong with Lavados?
He's broken. His mind is damaged in a way I don't fully understand. Mad though he may be, he has insights that sometimes help us, sometimes harm us. He brings things, people, and it is usually a 50% chance that it turns out bad for us. So that's a chance I'll give. I have with me an old septum, a coin, tarnished on one side, much like your empire outside.
Oh no.
I will flip it, and if it lands on the unsullied side, you may stay. Otherwise, you will find your home in the equations below.
You're like Two-Face. Numna fits with the coin. Is there a chance for us
Seems
to...
Sotha Sil smiles on you today,
Nope,
outsider.
there isn't.
Let us hope he does the same for us. Now, speak freely, Outlander, or go away.
That's Morrowind reference right there. Ah, interesting. Well, I guess we'll go from top to bottom.
I tend to avoid him. You should too.
I didn't notice suited armor. Maybe it's over there somewhere. I just went to talk straight to you.
That's a watchman. In the
Oh,
Clockwork
yes.
City, they were our guards, but they haven't worked for a while.
Oh.
I've been trying to restore him, to give the place more security.
Nice. Mace.
It's a cutting sphere, a Dwemer creation, round yet sharp. It's my only trophy these days, for what little comfort it actually brings.
Tell me about yourself, buddy.
The only thing you need to know about me is that I don't trust you. But I don't trust anyone. Don't hold it against yourself, though I doubt you're a nice enough person to do so. There was a time when... Never mind. We have our jobs to do around here, and that is what I do.
What do you do around here?
I'm the sentry. As highest-ranking chronographer, I keep everyone in line and keep our tower operating. Not the best job, but
I said you said I can help you with a serious problem that you're having.
I can see his logic, however twisted. But he didn't tell you what was the problem, did he?
No.
That's not his style. He's not good with words, or speaking, or handling machinery. He broke the upgate on his way out, for one thing. I am better at explaining, so let me try. We are chronographers, fabricant servants of the god Set. We monitor time and space and stop it from collapsing in on itself. One of the ways we do so is by overseeing the towers. This particular tower that we sit under is Snowthroat, known as the Throat of the World. But it is malfunctioning. The towers are one of the most essential mechanisms of the world, the pinpoints of the Wheels of Lull. Yet one by one they are slowly dying. For years we have watched the most essential pieces of Snowthroat, but now it starts to flicker and fade, and we don't know why. If Snowthroat has been deactivated, or is at risk of such, it is a serious threat, not just to our order, but to Nirn as a whole. But we do not know who or what causes such trouble. We do, however, suspect outside forces.
What makes you certain it's outside forces?
Because you outsiders must always prod that which should not be prod. We are fabricants. We are raised and born to love the machine, to respect it. But you people pick away at it, and look around with a sad face when the machine breaks down, and we are the ones that must fix it. There is no doubt that someone above us seeks to get at Snowthroat, or is trying. But there are enough possible parties that we cannot leave such a thing to guesswork. We must conduct research. We must scout, as it were.
I'm a pretty good scout.
That is precisely what I was thinking. It is, I admit, hard for us to work on the surface. With our machine parts and our glowing eyes, we certainly stand out, no? You, however, do not. People would ignore your presence, and you could operate relatively unmolested.
Yeah. I love not being molested by people. It's an amazing feeling.
There are 3 possible candidates in Skyrim with the ability to affect Snowthroat, unintentionally or not. The Greybeards, with their proximity. The College of Winterhold, with its lack of discipline. And the Thalmor, with
Holy
their
crap.
meddling.
Okay.
Near each of their places of residence, there will be slot points, folds in the world mechanism that can be read for data. We have this. It is a device that must be installed in these slot points, from which it collects what we need. Installing it is a complicated procedure, requiring use of an artophysical manipulator, that is, this tool.
An artophysical manipulator. Gotcha, sir. This is a hammer. You just want me to whack a peg into a slot with a hammer?
It is not a hammer. It is an artophysical manipulator, a very delicate device that simply looks like a hammer. But using that tool, it is not the difficult part. It is finding the slots.
Oh, this should be easy.
The world mechanism's pieces are not able to be located by normal sight. One must have this device. A visor that, when worn, reveals pieces of the world mechanism for one to manipulate.
Awesome, he's giving me cool stuff. So, wear the headpiece, find the slot, place the peg, hit with the hammer.
Yes, for all 3 locations, mind you. It is what we call association triangulation.
Interesting, okay.
The 3 pegs will use all the data collected to tell us just who is messing with our tower, and where from. I will warn you, though, the pegs are a bit ornery. Hopefully, you will be able to handle yourself. You did, after all, reach here. Speaking of which,
Gets unstable.
use the main elevator from now on. It will make things easier.
Oh, thank God. Thank the gods. Alright. Right, still a pig, still a pig, and still a pig. And we are done with
I
you,
tend to
friend.
avoid him. You should too.
Did I accidentally push the wrong? No. I think... No, they're not. You're fine.
Hey,
Let me get a look at you though. You look amazing. I love your voice as well. The voice
are you
actor
still here?
sounds awesome.
Even Lavados does a better job at his assigned tasks than you.
I was just checking you out, dude. You look awesome. I love the voice actor for it. So crisp, so clean. Wish I had a voice like him. Damn, that ass is awesome.
I'm busy, but that
Yes,
doesn't
yes.
mean much to you, does it?
I could take the strange gem, but I certainly won't. That's called stealing, and I don't feel like stealing. Is it you who's saying that eh noise? Because I want to take one of these. I'm going to do it and I'm going to pop it down. I just want to look at it. Lullian Scroll. What is a Lullian Scroll? Clearly nothing of import. Can I use the search function? I know there's a search function here. I know you used it. Enchanted name. Filter, there it is. Lullian Scroll. Huh. When you find it, you can't do anything. But there we go. Drop. Okay. So we need to go back upstairs. So that's the Watchman. Started up an atom. Up an atom. Where have I heard that from? Up and atom. Fine, past repeat. Looking at the suit, you think you might be able to get it working again. You'll need 3 gold ignogs, 5 dwarven cogs, and 5 dwarven gears. But once in, perhaps it could work. Hell yeah! Will he become my companion? I can get rid of the Lydia. Woohoo! I'm not sure where Lydia's gone actually. Did I have Lydia as a companion? Yeah, I did. She was a bit annoying.
Are you still here?
Yes,
Even
yes.
Lavados does a better job at his assigned
Okay, I'm gonna go
tasks than
exploring.
you.
I'm gonna explore, buddy. That's what I am. I'm an adventurer. Hi.
Touch anything, and I take you apart.
Yes, yes, sir. You sound like one of the Dark Elves from Morrowind. I'm probably basing you off that because I should have probably mentioned before.
We're watching you.
I'm not actually sure if I did say anything like that. This is based off a Morrowind mod. The original mod that was made for this, for Morrowind. And from what I understood, you didn't have to have...
Make my day.
Sounds like a Duke Nukem thing. And from what I understood, you didn't really need to have played the mod to play this one. So, yeah. Let's check the map. Bottom half, librarian, control, and the elevator. Okay, so we've got some bit of it explored. Let's go into the librarian. So I'm up here to find...
I heard that you had arrived.
Hi.
It is good to finally meet you, Dragonborn.
You know I'm a Dragonborn? Okay. Are you like a merchant of some sort?
I heard that you had arrived.
Yes, yes.
It is good to finally meet you, Dragonborn.
You don't seem to be a machine. You're eating strange looking bread.
Is it really so surprising to think that you are the only person to be invited down here? We all have our parts to play, after all. My name is Mediliu Hamar of House Telvanni.
Oh, Telvannis.
And please, let us just get this out of the way. I do, in fact, know everything.
What's my birthday?
You will find, Dragonborn, that the passions of power fade with time. Mage duels and scheming lose their edge with the centuries, and one finds pleasure in dedicating themselves to the simpler things.
Centuries, eh?
For me, I'd rather have my books, my tower, and my adequate children. In my old age, I focus not on spells, but on words, and through the years I have amassed quite literally the whole of all knowledge in existence. It's something of a source of pride for me.
So, can you help me?
In many ways, yes. If you reach a point in your travels when you are stuck, come to me for advice, and I may help you. In the meantime, I can always give you a little primer on the deeper aspects of the world. No spoilers, though. It's always best if you figure things out yourself.
Okay, so you like what? The help system? Okay, also you have a bit of lore behind you?
Well, that is a bit of a complicated question. To be exact, you are still on Nirn, and still, logically speaking, in Skyrim. Or rather, you are underneath. Deep underneath, in fact. We are technically on the outskirts of the Clockwork City of Sothasil. They refer to this place as Lull Moor.
Sothasil?
One of the 3 original tribunal, mortals who stole godhood. Sothasil was perhaps unique among them. A reclusive mystic who hid himself away in the depths of the world. He created what you see before you, as well as the fabricants you have spoken to.
Okay. Did I meet your son somewhere along the line?
Bruce? Yes,
No.
I believe he's been wandering the world. I apologize for his behavior. He was always an odd child, even before his obsessions began.
Don't recall a Bruce.
Understand, the Dwemer saw creation as a prison, a cage that robbed them of their immortal forms. The Ultima believed as such, but the Dwemer dedicated their existence to this belief, as well as the desire to break free of it. They eventually proposed a god of their own, a machine called Numidium, which would break apart the world and free them of their mortal coil.
Interesting.
And that is it, Dragonborn. The Dwemer, in their final moments, merged with their brass god, becoming its final components. It is not a complicated thing what happened to them. They are simply something else, and something far more dangerous. Under the guide of a Shezarene, Numidium could be controlled, but let loose, it is a greater threat than anything Nirn will ever know. The collective souls of an entire race of furious world deniers in the body of an enormous brass golem would spell disaster for the world. Only a fool would want them back.
Right.
There were many iterations of the world that Magnus designed. Some well known, like Hermaeus Mora, or Sibandus, others less so. Eventually, they settled on the design you see today. Put simply, the wheels are the literal clockwork that drives the world, its underlying mechanisms that make the sun rise and the weather change. It was first proposed by Lorcan, designed by Magnus, and then later discovered by Sothasil, who took control of it and made the Clockwork City.
Okay.
Of course Talos is a god. The question is Talos a man? For starters, Talos is not a single person, but a collection of Shezarenes. Though the god of space, Lorcan, is dead, he manifests through avatars, incarnations of himself we call Shezarenes, taken from his imperial name. Talos is, in fact, merely part of the oversoul of Lorcan. And Lorcan is perhaps one of the most powerful entities in existence, if not the most powerful. Talos is surely a god, but given his status as Lorcan, it is hard to say that he was ever a man.
Yeah, why not?
They are artificial and sometimes natural creations, constructs that keep the world stable. If Nirn is a song, the towers compose its symphony. Now, each tower has a focal point, a stone as it is called, that keeps it active. These stones can range from small objects to complicated constructs, but they can be used, and unfortunately destroyed. If a stone is destroyed, that tower is considered deactivated. That is, it no longer keeps the world stable. The more towers that go down, the more unstable the world becomes. The chronographers, understandably, have a vested interest in keeping such towers active, for what good it does them. Many, many towers have been deactivated already. White Gold Tower, Red Mountain, Walk Brass, Crystal Like Law, Orchalk, Green Sap, all dead. Of the many towers, only Snow Throat, the Throat of the World, and Adamantia, which you call Dureni Tower, remain active.
So immortal, hey?
Well, in some ways you are already. You are Dragonborn, part of a figment of the Akatashian Oversoul, much like your fellow dragons and Alduin. You are in many ways immortal, though having part of the soul of an insane god is not something I'd envy. How do I explain this? Most gods and Daedra are simply smaller subgradients of a greater being. Dragons are smaller parts of Akatosh. This is how you absorb their souls. You are simply merging existing pieces of yourself with yourself.
Fair enough. That was interesting.
Understand, the Dwemer saw creation as a prison, a cage
yes,
that
yes.
robbed them of their immortal forms.
Yes, sir. Okay, let's go exploring some more of this place.